Hello everybody, Iain Robson here for another edition of Minecraft Direwolf20. Alright, if you recall from the previous episode, we were working away at our little system right here for generating emeralds. Because if you remember, Ender.io requires quite a few emeralds, and this will also allow us to trade with villagers at some point in the future. So as you can see, we have this guy set up right here, and it is almost the right. I don't think I can expand it anymore. Let's just take a quick little check here. I think one of the things I need to be, you can make it bigger now, it looks like, but I don't think I'll be able to make it quite this big, but we're gonna find out in just a second here. So let's just see if this actually works. If it does, that's awesome. If it doesn't, I have an easy solution for it. Alright, let's just give this a go. I think it actually needs to be a square. Is that going to work? Oh, it does. Okay, perfect. Never mind. Doesn't need to be a square. Wonder why it wasn't working before then. Alright, so we got this set up right here like so. And what we can do now is we can just enclose the walls. So we can put like dirt or something along here, or some of this cobblestone. Just to make sure that the villagers don't get outside of it. Something along these lines. That's still working good. So we can do it like that, and that will allow them to drop straight down. Now, because of the way I have set this up now, I'm kind of in a bit of a predicament because I don't have anywhere to put a spawner like in the middle of the room. So if I, let's just do this, and let me just bring this cable up here like so. And if I, do I still have the switches on me? No. So if I make this guy, what side is this? This is that side is the east side. Alright. East, in and out. Alright, so if I put this here, like so, what that should do is that should extend all of those at the same time, like so. So the problem we're going to run into is the fact that we cannot put a spawner anywhere in here. I don't think you could actually. The problem, yeah, we're gonna have a problem with, if we want to use the MFR spawner, we're gonna have a problem because of the way that uses mob essence and all that jazz. But what I was thinking is I don't know if it'll work though, but I'm guessing you could do it. I could make another spawner from Ender.io because all that needs is power. And I can just pipe the power in from anywhere, basically, without needing fluid or anything. I don't know how much. I don't know what the difference would be. We'll see. So that's what I'm thinking about doing, is using another Ender.io spawner. So let's go ahead and get that set up here. And I'm not sure if it'll work with villagers or not. It may or may not. We're gonna find out. So what we can do is, where is that soul vial that we picked up? I believe we got it back. Maybe it's in this guy still. Yes, it is. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to grab a villager. Let's make us another spawner. So let's take a quick look at what we need to make, or what we need to use in order to make a powered spawner. More vibrant crystals again. Okay, maybe we won't make one of those right off the bat. So let me just take a quick little peek then, to see if we can do it like this. Either way, I need to get a villager, so if I use the MFR spawner, what I could do is, let's just retract this. I could attach everything right here and have it underneath and have them drop straight in. Ooh, yeah, let's do that. Alright, so I'm just gonna steal the spawner from over there. So let's turn this off. So let's keep the grinders on, turn the spawner off. Do I have that? Good. Let's just wait for that to be done. Perfect. And let's put a block there for the time being. And what I'm thinking is something along these lines. So if I guess it doesn't matter. I need my energy pipes. Alright, let me grab the stuff I need. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so this is what I'm thinking. Having the spawner somewhere in the middle here. So this is actually, yeah, this is actually dead center in the middle. So if we hook up pipes like so as well, And if we do something like this, and if we grab our yet a wrench, let's put it on energy, or no, there's the energy. Where's my fluid? Okay, there's the fluid. Perfect. So the thing I've discovered, I don't know why it does this, but as you can see, it doesn't connect all the time, and I don't know the reason why it doesn't do it. I think if I don't know why it does it like this, but I think I can tell you the reason why. It's because it doesn't, because there's fluid in that already, it doesn't want to connect to it. I don't understand that particular reasoning, but that seems to be the reason why it won't connect whenever I have this problem. So if I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to give it a quick little go here. Let's grab this for a second here. Floating drum. So if I put this on the end here, is that going to, so if we say mode in and out, oops, let's just do that again, in and out. So that should, I don't know why it's not pulling it out of there. Maybe just extract always. There we go. So now we should be able to, I hope, connect this up. Let's just see. I don't know. This is a problem I run into all the time with these particular pipes. If they have something in them, they don't like it. So, and now let me get over here. Alright. So yeah, this is the problem I always run into with these things. Don't know why. It doesn't like it when you try to hook things up. There it is. Alright, so let me get this hooked up and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so we got the system set up for the time being. So what we need to do now is we need to get this guy, we need to get him a net. We need to be able to turn him on and off. For now, we'll just do this because we don't need him on. One thing I ran into a bit of a problem, which was a bit strange, and I'm not sure the reason why, is this, I have another drawbridge on this side just to close the gap here. And apparently, I think it's because the signal isn't strong enough here with the Ender IO insulated conduit. I'm just guessing that's the reason why, but bringing this all the way over here, it doesn't seem to carry the signal quite as far. But if I put like an anvil, if I put a lever on it, it seems to work fine. But if I put it the insulated cable, it doesn't seem to want to work as well. So I'll have to figure that out. All right, so what we need to do now is we need to get a net, a safari net with a villager in it. So what do we need for that? I think we need 4 ender pearls and 1 ghast tear. I think I may have one. Oh, what could I do? Perfect. Alright, so let's make that into a, nope, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a ghast tear. Perfect. So now we can get a reusable net. So let's go ahead and take a quick little jaunt over to the village, and I'll be back when we get there. Alright, just coming up on the village here, so what we're looking for, it doesn't matter what villager specifically. Oh, it looks like there's a zombie attack. Let's just check to see what this guy's trading. Should we save him? What's the other guy? I think this is the Tinker's Construct guy. I don't think it really makes a difference, but we will just grab one of these guys. There we go. And now we can head back, and let's give our system a bit of a try. Be back in a sec. Alright, and we're back. So let's go ahead and put our drawbridges out. I'm still not sure why that's not doing it, but anyways. Let's put this guy in here for the time being, and we'll need to enclose this little area up for the time being as well. So let's make sure our villagers cannot escape, and we'll do that by putting some quite clear glass. I have to say I really like that name. I don't know why. I think because it uses the word quite in it, and it just makes me giggle a little bit. Alright, let's take that out. Perfect. Did it again. And let's just see if can't get this enclosed. I think what we'll do is we'll definitely have a doorway somewhere. Just not sure where yet. Maybe somewhere. Could do it from the other side somewhere. Alright, so actually we definitely aren't going to need a doorway. How about right here, now that I think about it? Yes, this will work. Alright, so let's make a little doorway here. Where's my chisel? Let's grab some of this, put that in there with, or that I should say. And how did I make the doorway in there? I just made it with that. Okay, so let's do this then. So let's make a little doorway here. Nothing too fancy. We just want a door to be able to walk in and out of, so let's do that. Now, that's probably going to create a problem, isn't it? Yes, it is. Alright, so that is not going to work then. Can I put this door here? Oh, okay, it does work. Okay, well, we can do it that way then. Perfect. So, let's put these back down here, like so. And that should work. Let's put the lever just over here on the top for the time being. Let's put the glass back there with our quite clear glass. Okay, so let's turn this guy on and see. Make sure things are working as they should be. Not sure how it's going to work yet, but we're going to find out in a moment. Okay, there's villagers spawning. Excellent. Perfect. This is good. I wasn't sure if it's going to get the appropriate stuff. So let's just drop this down like so. So they do take a little bit of damage from the fall. I wasn't sure about that. And where's my sword? There we go. Let's go ahead and just get rid of these guys, because they are going to be in our way. I was afraid of that happening. Alright, so let's grab some more of our blocks here, and let's just make sure that they can't get into this section right here. Like so. And that should be good. That also means we can't get out at the moment. Let's just take that piece of dirt out there. Perfect. So they might get stuck in the conduit for the time being, but we should be fine. So what we need to do is we need to put some lava in there, and we also need to put some, as you can see, there's a little, I realize how close I was to this little section. So let's grab where's my bucket? Let's grab a bucket here, and I think we have some lava in here somewhere. Perfect. Just need 1 bucket's worth. And then what we can do is we can set this up so we can use it to melt our villagers. Alright, so let's put that 1 bucket in there like so. So that will keep it from doing its thing. And let's just put 1 stone in there. And basically all the stone is there just to have a little bit of stuff. So if you notice, when the villagers fell in, nothing happened. But with the system set up the way it is right now, once that actually melts, then we'll have some villagers. And I think I'm going to need to make an entrance down here somewhere. How about right here? Let's just make some stairs. Oh, I have to be careful actually, because there is a... Let's do it this way. There we go. We'll make stairs out of that in a moment. Alright, so the way this can work now is if I close this up and I turn the spawner on now, what should happen is we should start spawning, of course, some villagers. Let's put this back here. I don't know if it's going to be pulling from that or not, but we're going to find out. So we have some villagers. That's just good. Let's go ahead and pull this and see what happens. They should fall down, and then they should melt into liquid emerald. Let's go ahead and check that out. Are they in fact liquid emerald in there? There is liquefied emerald. Perfect. So then what you can do now is you can make it into blocks. Now, I want to be able to automate this a little bit. So what I can do is I can actually add a redstone signal to... Oh, they could just fall right in there? Oh, that's too funny. I don't even need to do anything. I don't even need... I really don't even need the drawbridges, and if it looks like that. But they are getting stuck on things, as I suspected they would. So let's just close that up there for a second. Let them walk around. Okay, perfect. So that at least works. It's doing what we want it to do, which is good. And we're getting liquefied emeralds. Excellent. So what we can do is, I think I'm going to use Steve's Factory Manager again. I could use Computer Craft as well to do... I think I could do this with Computer Craft. But I think I'm going to use Steve's Factory Manager for the time being, which means I need another manager. So let me craft that, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, and we're back. So I have another Steve's Factory Manager. machine inventory manager. So let's go ahead and get this set up. So what I'm thinking is, I don't know how this is going to work with this, but I think we're going to have it set up as am I going to have it so maybe it pulls from here and puts it straight into there? I don't know if you can do that actually. Let's just check to see if it can actually recognize that. Oh, it does recognize that as a... Okay, so it might be able to do that. We'll see. So let's go ahead and make another block. So what I'm thinking of doing is something like this. So I don't know how that's going to work with it, but I'm trying to think about if there's a way to detect how much liquid there is in here. I don't know if it actually can do that or not. There might be a way, but I am not 100% on that. So say I'll probably readjust it, but let's just see how this will work. I don't think it's going to recognize that as a tank, is it? No. Let's just check to see if it's a liquid output. No. It does not recognize it as a output, and that's probably because this guy right here is right there. Okay, so let's just see. Is it going to identify it? Okay, it does. Now I don't know. Let's just check. Let's see if we can do this. Create a liquid condition. So liquids requires, let's just say, liquefied emerald, and specify amount, 1 bucket's worth. Let's just say that. And then if that is the case, what we can do maybe here is emit a redstone signal. Let's just see if that can work though. But now I've covered all this up, so it's going to make my life a lot more annoying. But we could do it from below. Could we? We might be able to do that. If I destroy that, oh, it will still work. Perfect. So what I can do here is, if I connect the cable here, and then have it go underneath all of this stuff, so it's not like in our way and makes everything really difficult to see. So what we can do is something like this, and have it set up so it connects to it, and it emits a redstone signal right here. Okay, so let's just see if we can't get back to work. So we're looking for a liquid condition. So the tank we're looking for is, it's not going to recognize that as a tank. Does it recognize it as an inventory then? I wonder. I don't know if, I don't think it was ever really meant to be done. It's a controller. I don't know how that's going to work then. So if this contains more than, I don't know if that's going to work. Let me see if I can't figure something out, and I'll come back in a second, see if I can't get this to work properly. Alright, and I'm back. So I realized I have a little bit of a problem because this smeltery controller isn't recognized as a liquid container. So if I go in here and I look at inputs, it recognizes this open blocks tank here and this casting basin, but it doesn't recognize this smelter controller as a tank. It does recognize it as an inventory for whatever reason. So if I set it like this smeltery controller is an inventory. So I can do it that way, but it doesn't recognize it as liquid, which is kind of strange actually. So let me show what I got so far. So as of right now, I have this trigger the faucet. So it does this every 30 seconds. So right now I just have the spawner running constantly, and every 30 seconds it will emit a redstone pulse like this, and then which will fill up this guy. And I also have it set up so the C's Factory Manager pulls the emerald block and puts it into here for the time being. So that's how I have it set up for the time being. Now I'm trying to see if I can't get this to recognize it as something. So if I do, I don't know if it's going to work this way because it's not a, I want to see if there's liquid in there, but I don't know, this doesn't seem to work the way I want it to. So what we can do is, let's just see if this can work this way. So inventory, pull that from there and output it into target down, perfect, and output it into, now see I don't know if it'll work the way I want it to because it doesn't recognize, I don't know if this is going to work, a liquid output? It might actually. So if I do this and do down. And if I specify seared stone and I specify a certain amount, so the problem I'm going to run into here is that I can't specify a certain amount of millibuckets. Is the problem I'm going to run into, actually. So it doesn't seem to want to work. So that's the problem I'm running into right now with this current system. I don't know how I managed to get that, but because this isn't considered a liquid. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to set up something else, it looks like, which is fine. So let me just figure something out. I think what we can do is something like this and have this go down into there and then back in every certain number of minutes. So let's just turn this off. Eventually I'll make this wireless. And let me see if I can't figure something else out. We'll see if I can't in a moment. Alright, and we're back. Just trying out some liquid transfer nodes, and it seems to be the problem that it's because you put seared stone in there. I think if I had put anything else in there, it would have been okay, but because I put seared stone. So I have a bucket here of seared stone, but apparently it won't actually, so I have to put this here. Let me just show you. It won't actually pick anything out, even though it's a liquid transfer node. So I don't know, I'm guessing it's because I chose that particular item to put in there, and that's what's created the problem now. If I put iron in there, it probably would have been fine, but although it's not pulling out the emerald either, so I don't know what's up with that. So maybe there's something that I'm missing. Maybe I have to pull it out of the faucet. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe I'll make one of those, another one of those. Or let's just try this for a second. Let's just make this into a full-on. Let's just take that off for a second, because we might be able to do is I might be able to. I thought you had to pull out the controller. Maybe it's the smeltery. It's possible. I haven't fiddled around with this for a while, so let's just double check to make sure it is not just me being silly. And I think it's what it might be, because if that's the case, then I can do what I originally intended to do, and that is, of course, use Steve's Factory Manager, which is way more precise. Yoink. Alright, let's just see here for a second. So let's take this and hook up cables like so. And let's just see if I can't make this an input-output quickly here. Is that going to work now? Yes, so that's probably what my problem was initially. Oh! So let me get this set up, and I will show you once it's all done. Apparently that was the problem. That was totally my bad, so I'll be back in a sec when I have it set up. Alright, and we're back, and it appears that even using iron doesn't seem to work very well with this particular system. I think it's only because, I think it's just because of the way it's set up. So see how I have the trigger set up every 15 seconds to pull out molten iron, and maybe it's because the specify amount. Let's not specify an amount and just see if that makes a difference or not. No. Doesn't appear to be making a difference. No. I wonder why that's the case, though. That's kind of strange. You'd think it should be able to now that it's hooked up to the proper thing, you know, the smeltery drain, but it doesn't seem to want to do it for whatever reason. That's strange. So I guess we'll have to go back to the liquid transfer node route, which is fine. Let's just undo this trigger. Perfect. So what we'll have to do is something along the lines of we'll have to set that up with not seared stone, but it wouldn't even recognize seared stone. So what I'll have to do is, I think what I'll do is I'll figure this out off camera, and I'll come back to you probably next episode, and I'll show you when it's all said and done. Hopefully I get it figured out. If you guys have any suggestions, of course, leave a comment below. Always appreciated. And I think until next time, my name's Iain Robson. This has been Minecraft Direwolf20 Pack, and I'll catch you guys later.